Good afternoon. My name's Ken Smith. I just wanted to make a quick video, give a quick update on my klonopin recovery, withdrawal and recovery process. I was on 2 milligrams of klonopin a day for 12 years, prescribed by my doctor for stress. He never told me it was addictive, unfortunately. And anyway, I have another video where I go into the very details of from day one to where I'm at today. So it's kind of part two. So the first video 2 weeks ago, I went from my first day of withdrawal up to about the end of 14 months, and now I'm at about 14 and a half months. I'm on day 431. I just wanted to give a quick update today. I'm still taking Linzess for extreme constipation, but I've gone to it seems like within this week, I had a really good week. It seems like my digestive area, my colon, everything is a lot more relaxed now. I still have extreme constipation, but my colon's a lot more relaxed now, so the Linzess process isn't a horrendous 4-hour process every morning. It's starting to become a lot more smooth and quick and painless. I take it. I don't really have a lot of issues, at least this week. And then about an hour and a half into it, I go to the bathroom without any issues. And then, I'm good for the rest of the day. But I'm hoping it stays that way. But I'm hoping within the next couple months, that the next, 60 days, 69 days, I can completely get off Linzess and my digestive system is completely back to normal. But at least I'm this far enough along where I can totally deal with this. It's totally tolerable. So I'm at least glad to get to this point. I still have extreme exhaustion. I don't think that's going to go away until I get closer to the 21, 22 month mark. I still have brain fog, and I still have pressure in the head. But the pressure in my head is starting to really subside. I mean, what I basically have now is just a woozy feeling in the head. The brain pressure is pretty much, it's so minimal, I don't even notice it anymore. But I would say the wooziness feeling like I was in a car accident or something where I hit my head on something, had a concussion. That type of wooziness, I feel like that's still there all the time, even though it's starting to get better. One thing I noticed just in the last week, 2 weeks, especially this week's been a great week, is that my urge to feel like my bladder's full all the time and I got to urinate all the time, that is almost 95 to 98% gone now just within the last week. So I'm really thrilled about that. So I'm improving. I'd have to say since I started this withdrawal process off klonopin 431 days ago, that this week has been really the first week where I've noticed substantial improvement, where I actually feel more human-like, and I actually feel, where I feel very positive that I'm going to be 100% again. I'm not going to be like this forever, and I've only got like 6 months to go. Should be 100%, based on all the other success stories I've read of people that took klonopin. Same amount of time as me, about the same dose. I know we're all different, but it should be within that same time period. So I'm really excited about that. Just 3 weeks ago, I was having a really horrendous wave where I felt like I went back to month 4 or month 5. But man, it's just gotten a lot better this week. I just feel like my nervous system's a lot more resilient. Sleep still isn't where I'd like it to be, but I do sleep 6-7 hours a night. It's just not the best sleep, but it's getting better. Some nights if I'm really tired, I sleep a lot better. I still don't eat any sugar. I try to take as much protein in as possible. I try to keep carbs low, sugar low, and increase my protein intake. Seems to really help. I do take quality omega-3 every morning with quality magnesium and a quality amount of zinc. So I get zinc, magnesium, and I get quality omega-3 every day in my diet. I think it's really important for a resilient nervous system. I'm starting to just have great hope that, that it's going to be over before I know it now. And it just really started coming on this week. I just had a great week. I may have a few more waves here and there. When I say I'm a lot better, that doesn't mean that I'm close to 90% or 80% like that. It just means that it's completely tolerable now. And I just feel like I'm a lot more relaxed overall. My muscles feel relaxed. My digestive system feels more relaxed. My mind feels more relaxed. I feel like I have a lot lower anxiety, at least at the moment. This is the best I've felt since I started this process 431 days ago. So, I'm really happy about that. Gonna hang out with my wife and my 2 daughters today. We're gonna go have a great time. And we're, I'm just gonna enjoy. I'm not gonna worry about where I'm at in the process. I'm just gonna enjoy being with the ones I love today, and thank Jesus, my Lord and Savior, for bringing me this far. He's done great miracles for me. I got emailed a couple times today, or a couple of times this week, about folks who were on benzodiazepines, klonopin, and these 2 folks were on klonopin for a long time. And my heart goes out to them because, the one gentleman was on klonopin for 6 years, and basically he came off the drug, and he couldn't work. He was in the hospital for a week, couldn't work, and lost his house, lost everything. His family most of his family forsook him. Even his own church family, quit supporting him, which I think is very sad. I mean, you would think of all places he would get the utmost support from his church family. But that just goes to show you that one of the reasons why this is such a horrendous epidemic on these benzodiazepines is that the majority of people have been told by their doctors and medical community that they're safe and that they're not addictive, and so they just can't intellectually wrap their mind around how dangerous these benzodiazepines are and how debilitating they are. They debilitate people for 12 to 18 months, if not longer. And a lot of people lose their home, they lose their job, they lose everything. They have to start over again. That's just so unfortunate. And I mean, there's a lot of people who have a great job and have great health care and even have short-term and long-term disability, but they can't even get short-term or long-term disability because the medical community won't support them, and the medical community won't sign the paperwork needed for short-term or long-term disability. So they have great health insurance, but it's useless because they can't use it. And it's just so sad. I mean, I just want to say, I feel like I've known all of you that have made YouTube videos about the suffering you're going through and about the dangers of benzodiazepines on YouTube. I just praise you for that. My hat goes off to you for that, to try to bring awareness to this issue. It's probably the greatest epidemic, not only in the United States, but in the entire world. It's an unforeseen epidemic. I mean, it's just horrendous, and it's sad that, that the awareness of these drugs it's getting awareness, but there's a long way to go. I mean, the UK has been working on trying to get awareness for benzodiazepines for 20 years, and doctors are still prescribing it like it's candy in the UK and the United States, all over the world. So we got a big fight on our hands. But I just want to say, I really feel like all the videos I've watched of all you great people out there, getting through your benzo withdrawal, suffering through this. My hat goes out. This is one of the, I'm still in my recovery. This is one of the most horrendous, grueling recoveries you can ever go through. And, my hat goes off. You're some strong people out there, go through benzo withdrawal and you recover and keep going on in life. This is, so my hat goes off to you. I love all you guys and girls. I feel like we're one big family, even though I've never met, 99.9% of you. I just feel like I've known you because we've all gone through basically a similar process of pain and suffering and trying to make it out the other end, overcoming, these drugs. And I just feel like I know all of you. My heart goes out to all of you. I wish I could meet all of you. But I really hope we can all keep making more videos and more awareness gets shed to the medical community, that they shouldn't be prescribing these drugs. I just feel like, I've been on SSRIs too, and they're horrendous too. They give you suicidal thoughts and put you in some type of trance or fog that you're walking around, you're not yourself. You know, so I just want to see an end to all psychiatric drugs because they're evil. I truly believe they're evil, and I truly believe the pharmaceutical industries know exactly the dangers of these drugs and what they're doing to people, and they don't care. They're just in the business of making money, and they're going to keep at it because it's a $330 billion industry or whatever it is. I mean, it's huge. It's probably the biggest industry in pharmaceutical drugs, and so I just want to do my part to try to put a halt to it. I just want to make one comment. I see a lot of folks that get on, make these videos, and I know they're just trying to cover themselves and, say it's just their opinion. But you know what? Most of the people you want to listen to about benzodiazepine withdrawal are the people that actually went through withdrawal and recovery and everything they've learned from going through that process. The doctors are clueless. Their knowledge about this drug is non-existent. I would listen to the people that have actually been on the drug, went through recovery, and now and survived recovery. Those are the people that know about benzodiazepines, not the doctors, not the medical community. My general rule, hard fast rule about any type of pharmaceutical drug. They only do like 3-week trials or very small limited trials on any drug they put out. It's just a fact that the public is the guinea pig for the pharmaceutical industries. I mean, that's just the way it is. And so, I'm kind of, I'm 46 years old, and my goal the rest of my life, I'm going to do everything I can to stay healthy and fit and try to avoid taking any pharmaceutical drugs, prescription drugs the rest of my life. If I absolutely have to take a prescription drug of any sort, I will. I'm not interested in what the doctors have to say about it. First, I will go out and read what the pharmaceutical companies, the producers of the drug, say about the drug. Then, before I take it, I'm going to go out to the forums and out to the internet and find out what other people have actually taken the drug for a long period of time, come off the drug, and read all the ins and outs of what they went through and what side effects they had, and whether it was addictive or just all that. I'm going to know all the ins and outs of that before I even think about taking any type of prescription drug. And I highly suggest that we all do our due diligence from this point forward before you take any prescription drug, because you can't trust the doctors. They're not educated on prescription drugs. They're going to believe whatever these pharmaceutical drug reps tell them, and that's just the truth about it. So I think majority of doctors have good intentions. I just think they're clueless when it comes to these prescription drugs that they're prescribed. And I definitely am not going to take any type of psychiatric drug ever again the rest of my life. Those are evil. They don't work. And I'd like to see all psychiatric drugs completely done away with. It's an epidemic, and it's destroying the world, people in the world. So no, I don't make any apologies for how harsh I seem towards psychiatric drugs. The pharmaceutical companies know exactly what they're doing with these psychiatric drugs, from SSRIs to bipolar drugs to benzodiazepines, to Ritalin, ADHD, all these type of drugs. They're even putting kids on psychiatric drugs. Insane. They know exactly what harm they're causing the public, and they don't care because they're in the business of making money, not in the business of truly helping people. And I make this to claim, I'm not trying to make this video and hide who I am. My name's Ken Smith. My email address is kensmith371@gmail.com. So KENSMITHIII71@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know how you're doing. And this also goes out to any doctor or any pharmaceutical drug rep or any pharmaceutical company, any rep, or any person that works at a pharmaceutical company. Give me an email. I'd like to talk to you. Any CEO of any pharmaceutical company. I honestly don't know how you people sleep at night, knowing the evils of these psychiatric drugs. I'm not, psychiatric drugs are evil, and you guys know you CEOs of these pharmaceutical companies make these psychiatric drugs. You know that you're causing massive harm to people and loss. And how you sleep at night and have a decent conscience at night and still producing these psychiatric drugs is beyond me. But so, anyway, it is what it is. And I just want to do my part. I'm a small voice out there, against these psychiatric drugs. One good silver lining in all of it is I know I have 2 daughters, and I know they won't ever be on any psychiatric drug. And I think I've told all my friends and family about psychiatric drugs, not just benzos, any psychiatric drug. And I think, I'm getting my point across, and I told them to tell everybody they know, watch my video, watch all the videos out there from everyone going through benzo withdrawal or any psychiatric drug withdrawal. I feel like my purpose the rest of the time that I'm alive is to speak against psychiatric drugs. And so anyway, I love all you guys. Hang in there. It does get better. I'm really looking forward to when I'm 100% and I'm back to normal. But even then, I'm not going to stop making videos. I'm probably going to up my efforts to try to warn everybody I can about psychiatric drugs and, the dangers of them, especially benzos and SSRIs. So anyway, have a great day. I love you. I love all of you, and God bless.